Hello students, welcome back to Nita's Business Studies class. We have completed the fourth chapter, that is planning, and now we are going for the next chapter, the fifth chapter, that is organizing, the next function of management. So organizing in management, all of you are aware, and we have already studied the functions of management. Organizing comes the second, first is the planning. So here the management function of organizing ensures that efforts are directed towards goals laid down in planning function in such a manner that resources are used optimally and people are able to work efficiently and effectively for a common purpose. In other words, organizing means translating plans into action. So basically organizing comes after planning process, and whatever plans have been framed, that should be put into action, that should be put into work, and that is what is basically organizing all about. So plans are put into action in this function, that is organizing. So all the efforts and all the direction, all the efforts and all the people and all the departments are directed towards one common goal or objective, which is according to the plan, strictly according to the plan, and all the resources are gathered. That is, it can be men, material, money, materials, whatsoever, machinery, all these resources are gathered together. It is utilized properly, optimally, and then it directs efficiently and effectively towards the common purpose or goal. So this is organizing. So we'll study here the meaning of organizing. Organizing is a process which coordinates human efforts, assembles resources, and integrates both to be utilized for achieving the objectives. Yes, organizing is one process which should be followed step by step. It coordinates, it unites, it integrates human efforts as well as non-human efforts. It assembles all the resources, as I already told you, the men, the machinery, the materials, the money, every factor is integrated together and it is utilized properly, that is utilized in an optimum manner in order to achieve the organizational goals or objectives. Other meaning of you can say the second meaning, or you can say in other words, organizing is also a process that initiates implementation of plans by clarifying jobs and working relationship and effectively using the resources to achieve the organizational goals. So organizing is again a process which should be followed step by step. It implements all the plans by clarifying and assigning the jobs according to the specialization and skills and ability of each individual employee or person, and it gives a very clear cut clarification about the working relationship, who should give an order, from whom should the order be taken, whom you should report back, and how effectively and efficiently at the given resources, with the given resources, how we're going to achieve the organizational goals is all about organizing. So we are now going to study the two very important definition of organizing here. According to Lewis Allen, organizing is a process of identifying and grouping the work to be performed, defining and delegating responsibility and authority, and establishing relationship for the purpose of enabling people to work most effectively together in accomplishing objectives. So according to Lewis Allen, organizing is a step-by-step process of finding out what is the task to be done, and after finding out and identifying the task or work to be done, the work is divided into different parts, into different segments, and the work is assigned and allotted and distributed to each individual, and that is how delegation of authority and responsibility takes place here. Delegation means pass on the authority and responsibility, and here it's very clear, establishing relationship for the purpose of enabling people to work means from the people or the employees should be very clear from whom to take order to and to whom to report back. Everything should be very clear in order to effectively together accomplish the objectives, that is the goal or target of an organization. Another definition by Theo Hyman: organizing is a process of defining and grouping the activities of the enterprise and establishing authority relationship among them. So it is somewhat the same as what Lewis Allen has said. Theo Hyman is just trying to tell us organizing is again a process of defining and grouping the activities. Each work is analyzed, each work is grouped into small parts, and the enterprise and establishing authority relationship among them. Establishing authority relationship among them is again who should give order and who should report back to whom. All this is very clear in the organizing process, so that achievement of goal is clear, and every department and every individual is directed towards the achievement of common goal, that is organizational objectives. So these are the two very important definitions of organizing. Now we'll study the steps or the process involved in organizing process. So organizing function involves a series of steps that need to be taken in order to achieve the organizational objectives. The following are the steps in the process of organizing. The first one is identifying and division of work. Second one is departmentalization. The third one is assignment of duties, and the fourth one is establishing reporting relationship. So these are the four main steps involved in organizing process. I repeat, dear students. First one is identifying and division of work. Second one is departmentalization. The third one is assignment of duties, and the fourth one is establishing reporting relationships. So the first process or the first step, identifying and division of work. The first step in the process of organizing is to identify. It is to find out what work is to be done and to divide the work into manageable activities. To divide the work, first identify the work, find out what work is to be done, and then divide it into small units or parts so that it is easily manageable and it is easily handled, so that the burden of work can be shared among the employees. So it will not be a burden for just one employee or just one group of employee. The burden of work should be shared by each and every employee. That is what is manageable units or activities. And at the same time, the duplication of work can be avoided, repetition of work can be avoided, overlapping of work can be avoided. So this is why the first step or process in organizing function is identification and division of work. Find out what work or task is to be done, and then group it and divide it into different parts so that it will be easily manageable, and then the work can be allotted. So now the second process or step in organizing process is departmentalization. So departmentalization, once the work is divided, then the activities of similar nature are grouped together, and this will lead to specialization. This grouping process is called as departmentalization. Departments can be grouped on the basis of functions, territory, or products. So after identifying the work and dividing the work into manageable units, then the activities of similar nature or similar function or similar type are grouped together in one single department. So we have different departments there, and this will lead to specialization. So this grouping process is called as departmentalization. So departments can be divided on the basis of functions. So similarly functioning machineries or activities are grouped in one single department. Territory, it can be south, west, east, north, all these territories. According to that base also we can do departmentalization, or it can be based on different products of same nature. So this is what is departmentalization. After the work is identified and grouped, then departments should be set on the basis of any of these criteria. It can be functions, it can be territory or place, or it can be on the basis of products. The next process in organizing is assignment of duties. So once departments have been formed, jobs are allocated to the members of each department according to their skills, ability, and specialization. This will increase the efficiency, and the members or the employees can perform their best. So this is what is assignment of duties here. Once departments are set and formed according to the basis of products or place or division or functions, then every employee is assigned with certain work or job or task according to their specialization, according to their interest, according to what they are good at, what is their expertise, and according to their skills and ability. And this is very obviously going to increase the efficiency of each and every employee. They work hard, they repeatedly do the same job in which they are good at, and they perform their best. This is what is called as assignment of duties or assignment of work to each and every individual according to their skills and ability and specialization. The next process is establishing reporting relationships. So after assigning the jobs to the employees, each individual should be clear about who has to take order from and to whom he is accountable. This will establish clear relationship and helps in coordination among various departments. So establishing relationship is very clear, who has to do what task is to be done by who should give orders, and who should report back to whom. This is what is called as establishing reporting relationships. So after assigning the jobs to each and every employee, each individual should be very clear about who he has to take order from, who is his boss, and to whom he is accountable, to whom he is answerable. This is what should be very clear among the employees in this particular process or step of organizing. This will establish clear relationship and helps in coordination among the various departments. So this is going to really integrate and coordinate the various departments and help and direct and guide the organization to achieve its objectives. This is all for today's class, dear students. Thank you.